Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. There's been lots of talk this week about a record-breaking heat wave in the United States. Drudge Report ran this headline: thousands of records broken as temps flare. So let's take a look at the statistics for what the press is calling a record heat wave. There are 1,218 stations in the United States Historical Climatology Network. This graph shows what year they set their record temperature in through June 23rd. In 1934, 143 stations set their record temperature through June 23rd. This year, only one of the 1,218 stations set their record. The last really big year was 1988. This map shows record temperatures at all of the stations through June 22nd. Almost all of the country has been over 100 degrees sometime before June 22nd in past years. You can see that by the red dots, and the pink dots represent places which have reached 110 degrees by June 22nd during one year or another. This graph shows frequency distribution of the record temperatures at those 1,218 stations. The average record temperature in the United States by June 23rd is 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's look at the frequency distribution for just the year 2024. The average peak temperature so far this year has been below 90 degrees Fahrenheit. That means that the hottest temperatures this year have been averaging about 15 degrees below the record. About 55% of the United States has reached 90 degrees Fahrenheit sometime this year. That's one of the lowest on record. In 1933, almost 90% of the United States had reached 90 degrees Fahrenheit by June 23rd. There have been some hot temperatures recorded this year, but describing this as a record heat wave is absolutely farcical. The press is counting on their audience not being informed or intelligent. Now let's go back to the 1980s when we did have very bad heat waves. Government scientists told Congress that the greenhouse effect was fatal. And then on June 23, 1988, NASA's James Hansen officially started the global warming scare before Congress. And they carefully chose one of the hottest days on record in the United States to make this announcement. Senator Tim Wirth of Colorado later told PBS that they sabotaged the air conditioning in the hearing room that day. There were 100-degree temperatures from coast to coast and from south to north in the United States on June 23, 1988. Almost 70% of the country was over 90 degrees Fahrenheit on June 23, 1988. The average maximum temperature around the country that day was 92 degrees Fahrenheit. And almost half of the country was over 95 degrees Fahrenheit that day. It was an incredibly hot day and a great day to start the global warming scam. Toto's been pulling back the curtain on climate junk science for more than 16 years. You can visit him and his family on the web at realclimatescience.com.